You know what? Since I have all the time off, I'm gonna start organizing my chords, because this is ridiculous again. Hello, it's Cute Fuzzy Weasel, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, the game that I'm playing even though I have better things to do. So, last episode, we got back from the moon and got a lot of science. Now, I have to come up with a plan. So I have two things that I can do, and once again, we're going to be flipping a coin for them. The first is I'd like to create a real proper outer planets probe. You know, like a good outer solar system probe to take a look at Joel and Uranus and Saturn. I'll take a look at Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, you know, because I got outer planets. Or, Tails, redesign the R4 so it's less shitty. Even though the R4 is by far the most successful rocket we've had. So, heads, I build and launch and set that probe on its course, and then we wait for many years. Or tails, I work on R4 modifications and launch another mission to the moon. So, boom. Of course, it rolled all the fuck way over there. God damn it. Alright, Tails. I mean, we will eventually get to the probe, but, you know, there's certain problems with the R4 that really need to be addressed. So let's boot that up and take a look at them. I guess number one is we need, like, a proper ladder. Like, we need proper ladders on the R4. Oh yeah, and I can save the R4 as a sub-assembly, too. That'll be good. And we need proper ladders on the lander. And I guess we can expand the overall shape of it. So, first thing we're going to do is delete this fairing, and then go into our sub-assemblies, and drop this down. Come on. Drop into sub-assembly. This is R4 base. Save. And we can drop this off to keep things a little bit simple while we work here. Yeah. Okay. First thing that we can redesign up top is this. Our command module. So did we have any real problems with the command module? Yes and no. I mean, it works. There's just not a whole lot of space, and the crew capacity is only 2, which means we only have the option of sending 1 crew member to the surface, whereas if we could put, like, you know, 3 crew members up top, then we could put 2 on the surface, and we'd be able to do more science. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm just gonna say right off the bat, even though this thing has been, you know, super successful, I can definitely do better than that, so yeah. Alright. So let's drop this off and take a look at this. If I turn this into, say, the pomegranate, which has 3 Kerbals in it, I think. Like, this can do 3. Yes, okay. So the pomegranate can fit 3, but not very comfortably. I mean, not for a mission all the way to the moon. So I don't know. It's hard for me because I want to roleplay that their comfort matters. I know I keep throwing that word out there like some kind of weirdo. Oh, fuck off, laptop. I just don't like it when it does that. So I guess we could put a small living quarters. I mean, we've got the fuel for it. Where could we put a living quarters, though? That's the thing. Oh, okay, I have an idea. Alright, in fact, this would actually help deal with the spherical nature of this thing. So what we can do is we can have 2 docking ports. And we can have this already docked with it. Blah. Woof. Another ad. Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the ads. So, what we could do is... These two could start off docked, right? And we can have a docking port junior up here. I mean, we could have another docking... Anyway, the point is, we could have astronauts have access to this already. And the cylindrical nature of this would be useful because we can do... We can put this on here, and then we can have a more even surface for the maneuvering thrusters. There we go. Yeah, and then this part here, we can throw on... we could actually throw on some... We could throw on this, which would help out a lot when it comes to actually maneuvering around. Set this up right here, and then take this and there. Alright, so now this thing is attached. And then all this part here needs is a parachute, which we can basically put on any portion of its surface, I think. Where is it? Where's a good parachute? Well, okay, that's not necessarily true. We can't put it on any portion of its surface, but we can put it on, like, one side. I just gotta remember what side does not have the crew hatch. I think it's this side. So yeah, we could put, like, 2 and have them right there. And they should, well, here. We'll turn them sideways. There we go. Now they're like that. Alright. And this is going to be a more even surface. Now this is slightly heavier. I'll admit, this is slightly heavier than the old build. But it gives the astronauts more room. And given the possibility, the great probability that they're going to be trapped in, a tiny confined space for upwards of 2 weeks, and the fact that the R4's engines are more than adequate to get them basically anywhere they need to go, that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm willing to take that risk. So, where is... I'm looking for that spread out adapter so I can put it somewhere. I was hoping not... Well, actually, no, because this works. Because I can do this now. And we can get rid of this whole deal here. And instead we can have another cylindrical one, which will have even more fuel attached to it. So, let's see. What were we using before? We were using like that. That has like... not... Yeah, we were using that, and that has 540. So we can use another one of these. And this thing has 720. Or better yet, we could use only one of these. No, I want to use one. You know what? We'll use a smaller one of these. It has less fuel, but it also weighs less, I think, right? 0.5 tons versus, what did we use? 0.75? Yeah, this is better. That weighs less. Okay. And we can take these and put them up here. Actually, we don't even really... In fact, I could use this and match this size by just adding on another couple of struts. Let's see, where are those little struts? There we go. Right there. Trying to figure out whether or not I want to try a shakedown with this, and I'm not so much thinking it. I think I am confident enough in my abilities that I don't need to run a shakedown for this. Oh, but you know what I do need? I do need to put a decoupler on this. So maybe a shakedown wouldn't be too far out of the order. But I don't want to wait. I'm trying to move a little faster on this because I realize I'm spending a lot of time on like a lot of ideas that don't really pan out. So I want to try to, yes, I know, story of my life, but I want to try to at least get another mission in before too long. So here we go. We could have, actually, didn't we have, no, we didn't get the big ones. So that's fine. We don't need them. So we'll put this here and we'll put this here. There we go. And then we can also have some, I'm going to say we only need really 2 of these, or really we only need 1 of these, but I'm going to be generous and give them some backups. And for this, we're going to use 4 of these. These solar panels I like because they have a little bit more surface area and shadows don't affect them as much. So retract those solar panels. All right. And in actuality, we don't need... Yeah, we don't need solar panels with housings because we're not flying this back through an atmosphere. This is disposable, so... Yeah, we could just use these. There we go. Alright, so we have maneuverability here. We've got a pretty decent looking ship here. You know, it's a little bit bulky. A little bulkier than what it was, but... You know, that's not terrible. That's not a terrible thing. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Oh yeah, we need the launch escape. Yeah, launch escape. Here, we'll just real quick throw one together. Real quick, throw a launch escape system together. You know, it's not like the launch escape system is a vital piece of hardware. I mean, let's not get carried away. It's just a launch escape tower. We don't necessarily need them to get out in the event that the vehicle suddenly fucking explodes. Yeah. I think this configuration will work. It'll work enough to get them away from the tower. So, just to make sure that this is linked up with this. Yeah, because we need these with this right here. And then I will have this right here. This will be... Oh, no. This needs to go... This needs to go down here. Where is this? Okay, this. Alright. So, these will be attached to this group, and then at a certain altitude, I'll just click and drag them over to here and launch the tower off. Alright. So the next thing we need to do is the lander. So last time the lander was a bit over-engineered. Now, this came in handy when I had to land on, like, 2 different biomes. Or 3 different biomes. But it's also too tall. And it's too hard to work with. So let's take a look at what we have here. Now, we have this lander can, but that'll only fit 1 crew member. And we really need something that'll fit more than 1. Now, the P here, this thing apparently fits more than 1. And I don't think that we necessarily need, like, as long as this stage here has all the RCS we need, you know, as long as this stage has all the RCS on it. It looks kind of goofy, but that's fine. Then, really, we don't need... Like, we don't need a whole lot of RCS on this. I mean, if you think about it, what do we need for a lander? We need it to be able to move around, yeah, but do we need RCS? The answer is not really. I mean, not necessarily. We don't necessarily need RCS. So, this. We really need something more along the lines of this to keep it upright and to keep it, like, moving in a direction. But, like, we don't need it to... We don't need a whole lot of RCS on it. We might need a little bit. But we don't need a lot of RCS on this thing. So maybe I'll do this, and I'll take this and put this here. And then... Oh, right. I can't block this, because this is where the astronaut comes out. We need a ladder, a proper ladder for that. So instead, we'll take this little round thing here. There we go. There. And that should be all the RCS we really need. Also, we need some kind of communication, so gonna need one of these. And I'll put it right... Ah, that doesn't work. Put it right there. There we go. So now we have... Well, we got something in there anyway. Right? Yeah, we got communications on this thing. What's another thing we need? We probably want a mech jeb unit on this, just because. Just in the event that we need something like that. So now we've got, and this is already a much more compact upper stage. Now what do we need to get this thing into orbit? We need some fuel. What is this? This is, what can I put in this? What is this? Okay, so we got some fuel in this. This is like a tiny little teeny tiny fuel tank. So we could put like a bunch of these on here. Yeah. There we go. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but that's probably a little bit better. I mean, how much is each one of these is looks like 12 and 10. So I'll just round that up to both being 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many are in the ring? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 8 and 8. So it's 16. So it's 160 fuel. That's, that could be better. That could be better. So we could add in another ring and have it, like, have another 80 fuel attached to that. Except now this is getting in the way of the ladder. Fuck. It looks cool, though. I'll give myself that. It does kind of look cool. And I can probably use this configuration. Yeah. And then have these feed into this or a smaller fuel tank like it. Smaller fuel tank like it. Right, and these can all be cryogenic. Fuck. Yeah, these can all be cryogenic. And they can feed into this tank here. And then we can use our really battle-tested Stromboli engine as the main lift engine, just because it's been there, man. I mean, that engine, this is like the most reliable fucking engine I've ever worked with. But yeah, we can have a little Stromboli there. And now what we need is the ability for the astronaut to get out of the lander. So he'll step out, and then he can step down on this. Really need this to be flat. There! He can step down onto that. Then I can attach another one here. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll do this. Radial. Fine, radial. It doesn't want it to use... Fine, I'll do it individually. I'll do it individually. We'll have that there, and we'll have this here. And then we will put the all-important motherfucking ladder right in here. And look at how far down that ladder reaches. I'm going to leave that extended. So as I build out the lander, I'll have that as a reference guide. So we have the ascent stage here. Now what we need is the descent and the science package. So we'll have this here. There. Yes, I know, meow. It's very important work, Tyler. I know. I don't actually know. I don't know what he says. He's a mystery to me. Him and his terrible cat language. Tyler, you've caused the deaths of millions, Tyler. You're gonna have to pay for your crimes, Tyler. Your horrible cat crimes. Tyler, why do you have so many cat crimes? You don't know. So what could we use as the descent engine? I don't want to use another Stromboli. Because I'm not convinced the Stromboli has, like... I'm not convinced that the Stromboli has the power. But then I landed on 4 Stromboli before, so... But they also, like, fucking ate fuel. Now I'm going with a 3 canister kind of design. So... I don't know. I have no idea. What could I use? Ah, okay, I mean... I could build it out of these again. I mean, certainly these are versatile. Versatile enough, at least. Yeah, okay, I see what I can do. I can use these structural components here. Kind of twist them around like this. Then grab, this here. Have them angled out like this so they're not interfering with any plumbing. Get another one. Have it angled in like this. And all of a sudden, it looks hideous. I mean, it looks absolutely disgusting. Go, yay for disgusting designs. That might actually be a fun company name if I ever, you know, I bothered to do that. Alright, so each one of these things carries 53, you know, oxidizer. Like, they're all cryogenic. It takes 53, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... 35, 40, 45, so 450. They could all feed into one engine. Yeah, and then they could all feed into, like, one engine. I mean, it's a little bulky. I'll admit it's a little bulky, but... Yeah. Okay, I see where this is going. Yeah, and then they could fit into a smaller... Like almost a pancake kind of engine. Which ultimately means that they're all feeding into Strombolis again. So instead of landing on 4 Strombolis, we're landing on 3 Strombolis. That's not bad. I mean, certainly I have landed on worse. And I can angle them in, so... There we go. I have built worse designs here. You know this. You know this. Okay, that's all on. That's good. Alright, so they're on there. I just want to make sure that these are connecting to something. Okay, there. Yes. Yes. Okay. I mean, I think it's stable. I think it's stable enough. Yeah. And now we need some lander legs, which I guess can be over here. Wait, where are the landing legs? There they are, ground. Landing struts. Hey, that's not bad. A little wide, but that'll actually help out. And it looks like it's ground... Okay, hey, that's not a bad design. All right, retract them. There we go. I mean, it's kind of like a pyramid, almost. It's like I'm landing a pyramid. This could work. This could work. This could work. I just got to make sure that, you know, it's secure to this housing here. And then, yeah. All right. And then the part that detaches it from the rest of the decoupler, basically, for it. And then that is attached to this, which goes down into the base. Yeah. Alright, so those activate, and then this goes up with this. Okay, good. Good. I think we're good. I think we're good. So now all we got to do is throw the science on here. And we actually have a lot more science now. Or well, we don't have a lot more, but we've got like a... Looks like we got a surface sample coring machine. So that goes down in and like drills. Yeah. I can have it start off at an angle. We can throw one of these on, even though we've basically tapped out this as far as science resources go. We could have all the science all on this one fuel tank, too. That would fucking simplify things a lot. Oh, yeah, activate this laser just to do a laser check. Yeah. Yeah, we could have all the science on one side. I actually like that idea. I like that idea. We'll have this. And, gonna have this. Right. We need power. Fuck. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need power to transmit the entirety of the science that's done here. We just need enough power to run the experiments. And that should be more than enough power. Now, as for power generation, here, we can do this. Extend solar panels. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks jank. That looks fine. And I guess this part obviously also needs some power, so I'll give it some passive solar panels. So, guess I'm going to have to put them on individually. We don't need a lot. We don't need a lot of solar panels on here. We just need a few. Just enough to power... Just enough to power a few things, and like a transmitter. So we'll put one here, and we'll put a battery here. And there we go. That's good. That'll be fine. Alright, so now as for the keep going on the science, we need some goo containment unit, which is here. We need... what's another surface? I think that's all the surface experiments. Like there's scan... Oh yeah, we need a temperature scanner. Other than that, I think we're good. I think we're good. I mean, the lander has a little bit more in the way of complex plumbing, but I think ultimately what I have here weighs less than what I built before. Alright, so now to just bring in the R4 base. R4 base. There we go. Slap that on. And expand out. So this is going to go a little bit beyond the fairing, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. And then close the fairing in place there. Okay. All right. That's, you know, it's a little bit more bulbous, but I think it'll work. We're going to call this the R4. Actually, we can call this the Ono 2. Ono 2. Yeah. Because no modifications were made to the R4 itself. So this is still technically the R4, just has a bigger head, basically. Okay, so let's go ahead and select our crew. I'm gonna have, since we can put 3 people on this, I'm gonna have a pilot, I'm gonna have an engineer, and I'm gonna have a scientist. I'm gonna save this, and then we're gonna launch this, and then I'm gonna cut the episode, and we'll go back to the moon and test all the systems with a live crew. Irresponsibly. I'm a very irresponsible manager. That's okay. We only really need to see this thing launch, and then the rest of the shit. I mean, aside from landing on the moon, like getting into orbit and all that, I know I can do that. I mean, not getting into orbit, but like making the maneuvers. So I might start the episode and already in orbit around the moon, unless something interesting happens along the way. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, we're going to skip ahead a little bit so we're, like, in daylight. There we go. It's an early morning launch of the Goofy rocket. Holy shit. All right, so the rocket looks a little bit more unusual than usual. Okay, engaging autopilot. And I just want to view inside here real quick. Yeah, you all can't see shit, can you? Yep. Launching. So far, so good. We're still achieving speed. In fact, I think we're moving faster than before. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're everybody's in everyone inside is fucking panicking. Oh, this is, I think this might be the first all-male crew. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely going a little bit faster. Like, that contrail, I mean, that, not contrail, that build-up, the mock build-up is... Can they actually see that from inside? Yeah, they can, which means there's probably an air leak in that fairing. There we go. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll get to orbit just fine. And then after I record this, I have to edit the last couple of episodes together and upload these 3. And then I have to do all this other shit on the board. So we're going. Got some boosters. Good. Going good so far. Going good so far. Coming up on the first stage. Not even a decrease in speed. I think we're good. I think we're good. So these guys will get into orbit, and I will start the next episode on our journey to the moon. And I will land on the moon and then come back in that episode. So anyway, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel. Have a good day.